everybody, welcome! My name is Ran and we're back in Civ 6 because time is running out. That's right, there's only about 2 months now until Civ 7 is launched and we are running through quite a number of my favorite ever games and civilizations that I've ever played on this channel in the 8 or so years we've been doing this. And when I had a little look at the list of games that I'm planning on playing in that time, this one stood out because, to be absolutely honest with you, Hungary is one of my favorite civs in the game. I love playing Hungary. I think they're fantastic, I think they're unique, and more importantly, I think I have more fun playing them than a lot of other civs. Not many actually really do stack up to Hungary. Now, we've played them a few times on this channel before. You've seen me play them with huge TSL games. You've seen me break them and break open civ quite aggressively with them on multiple occasions now. Yes, they are not an entirely balanced civ. There is a reason I have them as part of my top 3 in the game. But you know one thing I haven't done with Hungary? Actually play a properly normal game with them. Often I'll rig the game up just for something silly, or we'll play a supermassive TSL game. No, today I'm going to be showing you just how broken they are in single player Civ 6. Just how absolutely ridiculously unbalanced and powerful they are. I would say probably the second best in the game. And I'm going to be showing you that by basically playing just a regular game. This is Barb clans only because I just like it. Deity, standard speed, and we've gone for continents and islands today with these settings. There are 5 other people on the map to subject to my, well, gruesome plans. And if you want to play along, you can. Come along to Discord, link in every single video. I have the save file for this game there, as well as all of the mods you may need to play it, which in this case is actually 0. But I've also got a whole list of my UI mods there as well, so go and have a look there. Dear audience, are you hungry for more success? Do you wish to, at the top of your voice, shout, huzzah? Do you remember listening to My Chemical Romance and The Black Parade thinking, wow, I really wish my entire army was based around that? Well, now you can, it's the Black Army. And like every gamer, do you smell? Yes, that's right. Get in the thermal bath, let's get going. It's turn 1, and this is what I would like to call, on a continents and islands map, a bit of a Blursed start. What does that mean? Well, it's both blessed and cursed in equal measure. What are the good bits? Well, I have a luxury resource that has faith on it. That means that I am able to get a pantheon nice and quickly. I also have a pretty decent mountain range, which gives me some good holy sites and or campuses should I need them. I also have found Pamukkale, a natural wonder that leads to some pretty insane adjacencies. Now, what are the bad bits? There is floodplain, and the actual start that I have is pretty miserable. Yeah, we've got a wheat and a stone, but these are all 3 yield tiles, and over here, well, this 4 yield tile is pretty much the best we have access to. So what do? Well, I want to try and use Hungary a little bit in what I would call a traditional way to actually use Hungary's main ability, Pearl of the Danube, 50% production to districts and buildings constructed across a river from a city center. Now, if I settle in place, 3 of those tiles exist. Wonderful. Normally, what I probably think to do is move down a tile there, and that would give me immediate access to the dyes and then to get a pantheon quicker, but then that would limit me to only 1 tile across the river, so I'd be limiting myself a little bit. Equally, I could move down towards Pamukkale, which would give me access to this wonderful 2-2 tile, and as you can see, it provides fresh water, which is pretty cool. However, then I don't have a river, and I get no Danube ability at all. It's rubbish. So this is going to be a start full of compromises. I think I'm going to start near to Pamukkale, but not on top of it, near to this resource, but not on top of it. I think I'm just going to actually try and use my Danube ability here and settle in place. I'll give myself a tiny bit more visibility. Wow, huge mountain range. Hungary actually is prone to starting on continent splits to get geothermal fissures, so you often do get quite mountainous starts. It's one of the many reasons I just love playing Hungary. Their start bias is just wonderful. All right, let's put this in place. I don't honestly think this is the best place to settle. I probably would be tempted to go down here, but I want to play with my ability, and this is one of those situations where we just have to lean into that. And you know what else we have to lean into? The wonderful channel supporters. These wonderful people on Patreon and Coffee really do help me to do what I love doing best, which is to make these videos. I like to thank them in my own special way by naming my cities, normally captured ones. So thank you so much to everyone that supports me. My capital today is named the wonderful Your Teeth Need a Cleaning. It looks like it should be Tive, but no, this is actually pronounce teeth. There's a lot of silent eyes and things in there. Now, everything in Hungary builds up to the Raven King, the ability to levy city-state troops and create a juggernaut from them. I need a few things to do that. Firstly, I need to save up about 200 gold. That will let me levy a city-state in the first place. I need to focus on getting a little bit of culture, because then we can get access not only to a governor title to take Armani. Armani will help me to levy those city-states in the first place, but it'll also get me through to oligarchy so that I can have +4 combat strength on my warriors. I also need just a little bit of science, because we need to go mining into bronze working. We need to make sure that we actually have a couple of bits of iron, and then we need to unlock swordsmen into man-at-arms as fast as possible. Speed is important. Now, the science and the culture I can predominantly pick up from Pingala. Connoisseur and researcher will help me along that line, but it does mean I should probably go for a monument at some point. However, early game never really changes. We want to make sure that we beeline to get a scout in order just to find a little bit of visibility on this wonderful map of ours. It doesn't particularly make sense to be going for a religion today, but religions in Hungary do work quite well. Crusade can often be one of the stronger plays for a Hungary playthrough. And as my capital has alluded to, if I clean my teeth properly, we can actually give my religion +3 gold per city, which does really help with gold costs down the line. I kind of want to just play Hungary in a fun way, to be honest with you. So yeah, I'm actually going to go for the holy site. We have found a natural wonder. I might as well rock it as best we can. We'll try and make a religion. Maybe we'll try and go feed the world. I don't know. We'll see. But just having a religion means that later down the line, once we get to Reformed Church, we can rock Wars of Religion, which is another +4 combat strength. A very underused card. One of the biggest how do I beat deity pro tips I can give people, kind of after making sure you've got enough builders and making sure you stack your combat bonuses. It's such a good card. You really do need to be using it more. Looks like there's quite a lot of floodplain on this start. It looks like the scout is going to just sit there and stop me from moving forward, but it's 3 very cheaply earned experience. That's fine. Nan Madol. That is a first meet, and it provides me just a touch, just a smidge of culture. Delicious. Now, the first meet also means we get an envoy, and I need to get to 3 envoys as soon as I can, because we want to be pressing this button as fast as we can. 200 gold, levy military. Once we levy all of those warriors, they all have 2 extra movement, 5 extra combat strength, and I can upgrade them for 75% less gold and resources. Not only that, but I also get 2 permanent envoys in the city-state. I can control all of the city-states, and I can create an army from basically nothing. It is absolutely what I want to be doing, and it is wonderful. Let's head up in this direction and see what we can find. As you can see, Nan Madol's army is just sort of chilling. It's sitting around. It's just behaving itself. I don't mind that. Samarkand, below me. Again, a first meet. 2 gold. That's really handy for Hungary, because that means we can levy that first time even quicker than before. I'm not sure I've particularly found an amazing place for a second city yet. This is a pretty barren, to be honest with you, river. It's not ideal. It doesn't really have any luxuries or resources on it. Unless we find anything to the south. I think rushing a settler here isn't the play. I think rushing a monument is. That will at least get me the culture quicker so that I can get the governor quicker and I can start levying city-states. You've got to play into your strengths. Hungary doesn't necessarily need to settle super quickly, although there is tea on the river just below me. Maybe that will change my mind. A little bit of science from settling on that, you know? Yeah, suddenly, river, tea, settleable, science. I'm actually going to switch towards getting that settler, because yeah, the culture is important, but I want to beeline ironworking as soon as I can, because swordsman is the play. Early swordsman rushing wool in another city-state on the coast, another first meet, and an extra production towards my settler. Amazing. Okay, that's actually pretty handy, and I like it. I'm going to double up God King. I know I'm getting faith from the tile, but then I can get 2 faith per turn, which is awesome, and we'll go discipline, so that I can hunt down barbarians and scout a little bit more. Although, I'm looking here, actually wondering, is anyone else on this continent? I haven't really seen anybody. Really good tiles down here. 4 yield, another 4 down there, another 4 here. Looks like there's been a flood. Bit of era score if we improve that tile. Nice to see. Next up, foreign trade. I think this is the way I want to go, although actually state workforce would get me to the governor title faster. The trader is good for the gold. Let's stick with trade for now. And there's Japan. Okay, Japan is very very defensive under Tokugawa, but does not have any defensive benefits other than having high loyalty in the cities. We need to know where Japan is, and we need to take very careful note of how to get there, because let me tell you, that is a useful find for us. That is a very, very useful find for us. Ah, tribal village. I can't believe we haven't really found more. Oh, they've settled right up to where I was planning on settling there, and they do have a bunch of warriors. We've got to be a little careful. 125 military strength, beginning of the game, can be slightly nasty, but I think we can hold out for now. I'm pretty sure we can. A new population. Oh, that's really handy. It's another production, another bit of food. Yes, lovely city. I don't know why it's working this tile over this one though. Strange. This scout is going to focus on making sure that I get good exploration over where all of Japan's cities are before they close their borders. I need to know what's going on. I need to know how to attack them. I need to know the lay of the land. So there's Nagoya. There is a city-state below. Interesting. Japan will have found that one first, which is kind of explainable. Okay, there's lots of turtles off the coast over this direction. Good to know indeed. And thinking about it, I also want to keep an eye on where all of the city-state quests are. Military tradition is to kill an encampment. Craftsmanship is 3 builders. And send a trade route to Namadol is probably the easiest one to do, actually. But if I can get 3 envoys at any city-states without actually putting Armani in, that would be really handy. Hattusa. So we don't get the first meet on Hattusa, but it's really good to know that Hattusa does have troops below. Let's keep an eye on those. A moderate flood in my capital. No damage, but 1 tile has been improved. It's not one of the ones I was working, unfortunately, but that's good in the long term. I would have liked to have improved the wheat tile, I think, of all of them. Never mind. Looks like we know now where all of Japan's cities are, though, which is good. There's Osaka. Osaka is building Great Bath. Okay. You're a 1 population city, but with the deity production bonuses, who are we to question them? There's mining. Useful, but bronze working is what I need. We need to kill 3 barbarians, ideally. I haven't really found any. I was kind of hoping this warrior would have traced that scout back to kill somebody. Alas, it was not to be. Hunza, not a first meet either, but we have a lot of city-states on this continent. Very tasty. Very helpful for later into the game. That the gold is now starting to go up and up and up as well. Very good. Here's the settler. We're going to have to unescorted move them, which is a little dangerous, but I think we can get away with it. And there's the Pantheon as well. A 3 settler. Religious settlements is actually still open. That's amazing. Is that what I want to do? What would actually be helpful here? River Goddess would play onto the fact that I'm about to build a holy site in a tile over a river. So it would actually be adjacent. That would be 2 amenities and 2 housing when it's finished. Divine Spark would help me to get the religion a little faster. We don't have any camps. Reeds and marshes would barely help me. A couple of plantations, but we're a little way from that. So does the culture work on that? I don't think it's going to give me a huge amount. You know what? I haven't gone religious settlements in quite some time. So let's just do it. Let's just immediately go through it, I think, and get the extra settler. So we can go from 1 city to 3 in a very short amount of time. If I settle on top of the T, which just gives me the luxury immediately, where is my next city going to be? I think possibly going after this river to make sure that we have access to either side of this mountain range, or we go over towards Pamukkale. Do I really want to be beelining a golden age? I think going for a golden age is not a bad idea. So if we go over here, I'll send the other settler down there, which isn't great for me because I don't have a river to work the Pearl of the Danube. But hey, we've got to just work whatever we can at this point. Now, the only problem with building a holy site across a river onto one of these tiles is that I don't have plus faith on it. But trust me, I'm not building the holy site for the faith. I'd rather build it quicker, and I'd rather get the religion quicker because it's actually the religion itself is what I want, not the adjacencies. I know, it seems like a really weird play this, especially when I could get a +3. Oh, that is era score. That is era score. It's the difference between being able to build the holy site in about 7 turns or about 11. Okay, fine. On this particular occasion, I'm going to go for the +3 because it will give me the era score, but it's not the original plan there. Never mind. And Russia is also on this continent. Honor to meet you. Let's change capital ideas. They're just down there. Okay. Very interesting start indeed. Lack of barbarians is, I think, at this moment, my biggest issue. Not that I should really be saying that a lack of barbarians is normally a bad thing, but I would quite like the bronze working boost because it takes a huge amount of time off. City-state warriors, Japanese scouts. If this was multiplayer, I would not be moving my settlers around like this, but it's not, so I can. I've just realized, check out this campus. Look at that, +6. Oh, nice reef next to Pamukkale. Now, this isn't a particularly good settlement in terms of making use of the tile. I'm going to lose the extra wood and production from the grassland hills, but it will give me a risk score for settling near it, so I think it's probably worth it. There was a barbarian in this lake. I wonder if there is an encampment there. We'll get this tribal village first, and then I'm I'm going to send the warrior up and actually, no, we'll do that. We'll send the warrior around first to try and get the bronze working boost if we can. Foreign trade has been unlocked. Now, here's the thing. If I send a trade route to Nan Madol, I'll get another envoy there. How much does it cost? 170, all of my gold. It literally costs all of my gold, but I would get it back in 50 turns. That's rubbish. It's absolutely rubbish. I guess I can sell my tea to the AI though, so that will get me some gold back. All right, we're gonna take the aggressive opener here, and I'm gonna get the trader. Bam, like so. We'll focus on getting as many envoys as we can right now, and we'll go straight into early empire, which I should boost with the 2 extra cities. Speaking of, here is the second city next to Pamukkale, and I think Helicopter Kicker's first priority is going to be joining in with the Holy Site rush. It's going to take a few turns to get this sort of stuff done, but you've got some decent tiles, you've got fresh water. This should start to pick up a little bit of steam later on. Okay, Tokugawa has now denounced me. It's fine, we don't particularly mind that one. Now we've got the extra gold, we've got the currency boost, and here is the third city. Cartesian's tea is going to be a very valuable resource for us immediately. In fact, Russia will sell it for 163 gold. That's big gold. That's really big gold and will help us to levy something very quickly indeed. I actually just want that. I want that up front. Thank you so much. Now we can afford to levy almost instantaneously. And again, I think we're going to go for the lower holy site in this instance, but instead of being a 26 turn build, it should only be about 18 turns, 17 turns, because we've got plus 50% production on that one. I didn't change God King over. Oh man, that sucks. I might have to just pay for that one. That is a mistake on my part. That's 25 gold lost from just, you know, not getting that one quite right, but that helps. Yeah, look at that. The production all of my holy sites is massively rushed now. As soon as one of my cities gets an extra population, we will get the boost to early empire. You can see Russia is the one that's beelining the religion down south. Not a bad thing, actually. We like there to be a bit of religious friction. Eastern Orthodoxy, what did they go for? Choral music. And Russia built Stonehenge. That's actually a pretty good result for us. Somebody else is gone for a religion, but we'll take that now. Is the Barb camp up to the north? I really hope it is, otherwise there's going to be a bit of a futile little expedition for my warrior. There it is. There it is. Hire a galley. We could hire a galley, but I think I'd rather just kill the encampment. I need the boost. Just any boost I can get. In fact, actually, the boost killing the Barb camp will give me an envoy in Samarkand. So that's huge for me. Wow, that's pretty stacked, and it's getting support from the galley. Of course it is. Never mind. We'll do one attack and then we'll heal for a bit. I can't get around the south. Oh, Novgorod is settled in the most annoying place. Never mind. Oh, it attacked. It counterattacked. Cheeky. Cheeky, cheeky, cheeky. Well, we got the era score from the holy site. That's this could be a major problem for us. Let's move back in the hope that it doesn't want to chase me that far out, but I might have just mucked that one up. Never mind. Let's work on the shrine. We're going to just hard build bronze working for a second. I think that's the best play. Russia is denouncing me, or not denouncing me. They just don't like me because I'm stupid. Look, you should be happy that your neighbor is stupid, all right? It's a good thing. Okay, my warrior did survive there. That's fine. I don't know how we've managed to get away with that, but I think we have. Barb Galley's made its way down to the capital. However, I'm not on the coast, so there's nothing you can do. Looks like Tokugawa's defenses have climbed a tiny bit. We'll keep an eye on that. That's not good, but Samarkand has actually built itself more of a military. That's really handy. 240 gold means they've got 6 warriors, not 5. A very tasty realization for us. Volcano will improve the tiles around it, which is great. Now, iron. Did I get any iron? I did get some iron. We needed at least one source. In fact, we actually have a second source down there as well. That is huge news for us. Amazing. Right, now we just go straight to ironworking. This is perfect. And we can also get Armani in and pop you into Samarkand. We will levy Samarkand as soon as we can, get that army, and you know what's going to happen next. It's all about momentum in these sort of games. And you know what? I'm all about momentum in these sort of games. That's what I do. We're actually going to get the envoy as well, because we can throw that into Nan Madol and physically grab them without needing to do anything else, which is pretty handy. This holy site in Cartesian is finished as well. So we've now got 2 profit points coming in per turn. I can build the shrine with a bit less time, but I think I'm actually going to get the builder instead. Reason being, I can buy this tile and then work the iron and make sure I have that one source coming in, because, you know, swordsman. It's something I would very much like. Okay, Tokugawa declared war on me. Interesting. A surprise war indeed. I imagine they will be coming for Cartesian pretty quickly, which they are. Not a particularly good thing for me here. Not only are they probably going to pillage my holy site, but it also means I'm now at war with Hattusa. However, it means Russia probably will join in the other direction. Yes, they will. So Tokugawa's kind of made the first move there, and now they have had war declared on them from the other direction. Samarkand will follow me in 2 turns. That will give me access to their warriors. Cartesian, I'm really, really sorry about this. You may get taken over temporarily, but you're just going to have to trust me when I say I will come and get you, unless you get raised to the floor. If you get raised to the floor, then, you know, that's awkward. That's like, fair enough. That's on me. This is good. This is really good. It doesn't sound like it's good. It doesn't sound like it should be good, but this is really good because I needed a start that was bad enough to make everyone really, truly understand how powerful Hungary is. Like, this is kind of the thing for me here. Wait until you see this momentum. Okay, that Cartesian, yeah, I'm really sorry. You're probably going to go, but Samarkand has just flipped to me. And here is the military. There is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 warriors. They're all mine now. I get some era score for doing that. I get the mercenaries boost. We have extra movement and extra combat strength. I also have another 2 envoys with Samarkand. I'm just going to now move Armani over, and we're now going to go to Woolen. Because, you know, why claim one city-state when you could actually claim quite a few? Oh, at some point we found Armagh as well. Amazing. Another city-state. This is going to be Cartesian gone. Yep, okay, but Cartesian has remained alive. That's good. That means we can have a redemption arc. I was really hoping we were going to be able to have a redemption arc. Oh, they've left a slinger here, which isn't good. I have yet to discover flanking, which isn't ideal. But what I can do is just make sure that my troops are sort of getting in. Mysticism is good. We'll go for military tradition after that. And then Cartesian, well, if we can rescue, we will. The way I'm seeing this, one of these cities was my 3 Pantheon settler. So it kind of is fine that I've lost it, you know? We'll make it up in a bit. Do I want to disperse the clan and get the experience, or do I want to grind another 30 gold out? It is tempting to get the gold because Nan Madol is 240 gold, and at the moment I have no real way of getting that. Not unless I do a bit of pillaging for gold, which I don't think I can really do right now. Not unless Hattusa has put anything down, which I don't think they have. But I also want the boost because Samarkand would get an envoy. I think that's the bigger one for me. So let's just disperse the clan for now. Get military tradition and irrigation and masonry. Okay, fine. Don't complain. Sometimes you just can't complain. Okay, they're counterattacking. That's fine. We're megal erupting. That's fine. Zoroastrianism has been founded with Feed the World. That is slightly annoying. That's kind of what I was going to be doing with my religion, but never mind. The Holy Site opener probably wasn't the best play. What can you do? I'm going to move this warrior on top of a lovely forested hill. That is a very defendable location. We're then going to move these units in. And as you can see, we can take some good defensive positions across rivers. We can start to get some kills, and I can look to get the siege of Cartesian down. There's mysticism. And here is Nan Madol. Oh, Japan City in the south is being attacked. I assume that's Hunza that's attacking that. Brilliant stuff. You can see Japan has an army that is now rapidly decreasing in strength. You're going to have to look at that one carefully now if you want. I actually think the 2 gold is more handy than the production, which is mad to say, but I'm going to just flip that because I need to get the levy gold in as soon as I can. It's 240. I can get to like 160 at the moment. We just need to keep saving, get as much gold as we can. And let's just quickly fortify these warriors because I need them to attack me. A heavy chariot. A heavy chariot's not good. That's not good at all, but don't worry. We have a counter. We have a riposte in this situation. We're just waiting for it. Yeah, okay, they attacked 2 units across the river, but by doing that, they've kind of compromised their defensive position. Might be able to move some troops in here and do some damage. Yeah, I can. Look at this. Very good. These are city-state troops. I don't particularly care if they die, being honest with you, and we should get the golden age exactly here because Woolen is going to flip to me. Bam. 2 era score. Woolen is now mine. Woolen is 265 gold because they have a galley, but I have the golden age. Japan's time is now limited. Like, if they wanted to kill me, their opportunity to do that has sort of now gone already, which is strange to say, but it really has. And I'm now getting general points every time I kill a warrior. Perfect. This is going to get us a great general really quickly. Woolen is a fantastic find for us. I'm going to move this warrior to that, pull you in this direction, and then pull you around as well. We're just making sure that we keep our units alive for long enough here. Long enough to see the upgrade, which should be a really good upgrade. Now, I never want to be building army in my home cities. Never. This is all about economy and helping the war effort generally. So I think getting an encampment might be the play. Although, ideally, I'd quite like to put something across the river from me. Let's start with a second builder. I like builders. Builders are just kind of like good on utility. Okay, they put their injured warrior in their city there. That's useful. And, oh, okay, I'm going to actually get a little bit of a boost to ironworking I didn't need. Never mind. Let's flip back over to irrigation now. We are 1 boost away from just getting ironworking. That's perfect. And here's the golden age. Golden age will help me to keep all of my cities. Today, I think I'm going to go for Exodus because seems like a strange choice, I know, but I want to get my religion quicker. And I'm going to make a religion that really helps me to keep control, not only of this continent, but also of the city-states. We're going to double it up. Okay, Cartesian is now under siege. Amazing. We're going to fortify the rest of our troops. We're just stalling here. We're just delaying the inevitable. It's only inevitable that I'm going to win, you know? That's the main thing. Okay, we got another general point. Amazing. Keep fortifying. Keep fortifying. You pull back. Use our extra movement here. Another 6 gold trade route. Beautiful. We need as much gold as we can get, and there is the iron mine. +1 era score for getting into the classical era, and the swordsman. Oh, yes. Old Chompules over there. The swordsman is going to be very nice. Okay, craftsmanship is there. Military tradition. Only 4 turns. Then we'll get flanking bonuses, which will massively help. And 2 iron per turn in. We only need 5 iron to upgrade our units. It's really not a lot. So just as I say, the 1 source of iron was kind of all we needed. There's 2 iron in this valley, unbelievably. So there is an opportunity for more if we want it. Let's keep an eye out for that one. I know you're thinking, this doesn't feel like it's going well, Ursa. This really doesn't feel like you're winning this game. Trust me, I am. You just can't see it yet, but I am winning this game. Here is a swordsman, and thus the power to counterattack. It just begins to appear now. Here's our religion as well. Excellent. My first choice for religion has unfortunately already disappeared, which isn't ideal. However, I could go for religious community here in order to make sure that we get even more gold, although actually work ethic works really well because the 2 holy sites I've got are very high adjacency. Yeah, why not? Let's just go with it. And crusade. Yes, of course crusade was going to be the one we get. We could have got the city-state one to get an envoy there or to spread my religion faster, but crusade is just the one we need because, you know, 150 faith, 5 charge missionary, putting crusade down. Japan doesn't have their own religion. What a shame. Makes you go, oh no, poor you, doesn't it? It really does. Terrible. Terrible times. Terrible time to be the AI, eh? And wha-bam. Suddenly, we have 3 era score and crusade in Cartesian. Yes, my entire religion was based around the idea of some massive pilgrimage to go and reclaim my land. I think that's totally fair and reasonable. I think that's the sort of thing that religions have been based on before. And we also now have adjacency, or what is it called? Supporting in my units, which is lovely. Military tradition. Just get our government now. We'll kind of have everything that we need. Or if I cede the city, I can have peace. Oh, what a deal. What a deal. Okay, they've got a heavy chariot in that city. That is slightly annoying. But my swordsman has crusade strength and Raven King strength. There's so much strength. You can't fight stats like this. You just can't. You might as well just give up. In fact, I insist upon it. I insist that you give up. Oh, plantation. Would you like to buy this, Russia? Oh, they would. That's a lot of gold. How much for my next levy? Woolen is 265. Now my dollar's 240. Oh, I can't be bothered to wait for that. I'm going to do some really unreasonable gold trading with the AI to boost this up. 2 gold per ton? Sure. Bam. It's mine. And I get some more era score for it. Now we click on Man at Arms and just let the game take us there. Oh, that's unfortunate. That's very unfortunate, especially because I've got a couple of trades going with Russia here, but I'm actually going to declare a surprise war on them because they've done the thing you're never supposed to do. Leave a settler in the middle of the land. Sorry, that's mine now. Haha! I don't think I'm going to be able to get that to safety, but it's so tempting to try. It is a 3-way war. Every single person on this continent is at war with each other. The other continent's probably living in total peace and going, oh, what a lovely world we live in. And I'm just sat here going, nah, peace was never an interest to me. Never at all. Cartesian's back. You better believe he's back. Oh, yes. As was foretold. As was foretold. Now, we're going to have to try and extract a couple of these Nammadol troops back, or at least reinforce Cartesian a little bit, because they need to be upgraded to swordsmen before they're going to be really that useful. Tokyo's getting walls as well, which means we've got to save up a bit of gold and make ourselves some siege equipment, which I'm not actually rushing at the moment. Let's get the battering ram. You can't turn up not with a battering ram. You got to have these things. It's just part and parcel of what we do. Grind out these great general points. Thank you very much. Retreat and protect the units that you can. +2 movement means they can pretty much teleport around the map wherever you want them to, which is very, very useful. As you can see, we've now extracted everyone from Tokyo, and Nagoya will be the next target. And as you can see, we have saved up quite a nice amount of iron, which we are now just using on my swordsman. Lovely stuff. It's exactly what you want to see. Amar and Nanmadol want the government plaza. All right, I will wait and build the government plaza in my capital. Oh yeah, this heavy chariot thinks it's so tough, but no, all it's doing is bringing the imminent arrival of Boudica, and no one needs to summon the imminent arrival of Boudica. That's just a dangerous thing to do. We all know that. Pinkala, get into my capital. We need some yields. Plentiful. philosophy. Conscription. Let's just get that gold in as much as we can, as quick as we can. I don't particularly want to settle here, but there's a risk that Russia might get their settler back, which I don't want. I don't think they'll be able to move and attack me here, though. So we'll give it a try. I think I might settle them, and we can try and get that coffee resource. The walls are appearing, though. I don't like walls in cities. Never mind. Bring the units forward. Get the upgrades that you can. Bring the missionary. Flank the city. Do some pillaging. Whatever needs doing, do. The walls will probably appear imminently in this city, thinking about it. And bam. To Iriscore, the religion has been spread whilst at war. Actually, we can do some decent damage to this city this turn. 1, 2, and 3. Ooh. Okay, even if the walls get put up, that's a really good start to this war. A very good start indeed. Battering ram. 5 turns. It's going to take ages to get to the front line, but at least I've got one now. That's the main thing. And we did manage to settle the city. Pointy Morax, kind of your main job is to make sure the luxuries in this area have been picked up and probably get me my first boat. Start with a builder, go from there. Just don't die to that Russian scout. That would be very annoying if you did. Peace has been declared. There is the wall. They tried to counterattack on my swordsman there. Let's do a bit of a unit flip. Bring you back. We take you to this tile there to get the siege. Now Nagoya cannot heal, which is really, really handy. There is an archer, which isn't brilliant, but that pillage will really give me a bunch of stuff. Tortoise will help me just to survive these range attacks, and now the swordsman can do a tiny bit of damage just to try and spread the crusade where we can. Wow, horses and horses. Look at that. Every single one of these decent mountain towers has been taken up. Taken. What is the strategic distribution on this game? This is awful. This is such a blur start. I said it at the beginning of this series. I stand by that 100%. This is total blurser Ryan here. Tiny bit more damage to Nagoya. Bring you to there. And tiny bit more damage. Okay, next turn. No, we might as well just take it. Bam. Military engineering. It's mine. Keep the city. Now, I don't have the ability to fix the aqueduct, but I can fix the monument and the granary. So is this live? I need you to do that as fast as you can. And we're going to just make sure that we have another backup army now, making the way to the front line. We've got a bunch more units that need to be upgraded. A bit more crusading that needs to appear on the front line as well. There's a lot of good stuff here. Just got the boost for apprenticeship. Man-at-arms will be a massive upgrade for me. Pointy Morax is kind of under threat here from Armar of all things. Oh no, don't you dare. Don't you dare. Now we've got +4 combat strength on all of my swordsmen. Oligarchy makes a big difference, and we can put the general points in for strategos. Extra gold, which I don't need so much anymore because I'm starting to pillage. We'll go urban planning, conscription, and loyalty per turn in cities with a unit in them. That will help me just to keep Is This Live a little happier. And the attack now is brought in towards Tokyo to spread the religion there as an urgency, and that's annoying. Eastern Orthodoxy has already been spread here, which is highly annoying, Russia. I really wish you didn't do that. It's going to be so much more difficult to spread my religion with yours hanging around. Ah, they've left their units here though. That's really good. That means they are still killable. Get another missionary. Bring it over. We're going to need it, I think. Fortify. Swordsman. Pillage. For the gold. Get in another battering ram. 260. Oh, one more turn. So I can find anything else to pillage, which I don't think we can. I'm just going to keep moving my units in here. Might be able to force a swap of units by leaving some stuff injured around. Okay, they're attacking various units, but they just gave me general points doing that, which means Boudicca's arriving even quicker now. And there's the battering ram. That's going to help substantially. And I think this missionary has been left there, which means I can condemn the heretic. Oh, that helps massively. We need to condemn as many heretics as possible, as quickly as possible. Keep killing units. Keep condemning these heretics. Bam. Crusade. In Tokyo. Yep, keep condemning. Keep condemning where we can. More general points have been earned. And here's the general. We killed enough warriors. Boudica has appeared and can be immediately teleported towards the front line for another 5 combat strength on all of my swordsmen. Doesn't apply to the the warriors. It does apply to the swordsmen. Not a combat. All they're doing is they're weakening themselves here. They're allowing me in. And again, Russian missionaries, you've got to stop leaving yourselves in places like this. This is just not good for you. It's not good for your health. 1. And I think we're just going to condemn again 2. We actually lost a swordsman. Wow, that's the first unit we've lost all war, I think. Or like in our offensive war. You know, the defensive war doesn't count. That was harsh. The battering ram is here. Boudica is here. We're now attacking Tokyo with 59 strength because of Crusade boosting us even more. Yeah. Okay, the walls of Tokyo may be falling pretty rapidly here. And finally, a very special shout out goes to Glorious Petra, Matthew Wilkinson, Paul Coffey, Portland, Clint Hennis, The Nickerman, Daddy Bear Todd, Toon General, Civilized, Capo Yobby Virani, The Uncivil Engineer, Lillian, Radiatore, Scott Stratton, Major King Kong, Skeptical Bear, Cinnamon Beard, Private Selection, Genoa Salami, Callum Billy, Garrett Gowan, El Truant, Creston, RB Hedged, Mushkin Mandletort, Burial, I'm Daft, Gooberman, Dr. Bobby, Mixomatosis, NTG Golfman, Indigenous 68, Technology Poet, Teddy Zursa, Saf, Barnaby Rex, Charlie Bears, Flying Dutch Burbs, Nate the Great, Alex Frost, Mean Penguin, Interplanet Janet, Frankincense Battlezord, Bookaluk 79, Bob Loblaw, Geography Teacher, Juvara, Morax, Sinikush, Echo Bear, Deja Fu, Kovuwu, Legally Trash, Is This Live, Minnow, Sorta Dutch, Rad Bickley, Shadow of Gaia, Flower Power Bear, Poppy Dude, Dan Jamo, Buster Blader, Bob Tway, Toddler, Abstract Fun, Slither Alley. Thank you everyone for your support. Goodbye!